Hope we're doing well. Going to do a stream, something a wee bit different today. Recently we've been doing a lot of Phasmophobia, which I love and I always will, but I like to delve into some other games also and give them a try. I quite like horror, story driven games as well as action shooters and things like that, so I think today we'll go with a game called the Shapeshifting Detective. Okay, and it seems like it's a supernatural story where we are the detective and we're trying to investigate what happened in a murder case here. So, sounds a bit interesting. It's not a massive game. I think it's about 3 hours max for the full storyline. So, yeah, something worth looking at, and thought I'd give it a go, something a wee bit different. So, anyone watching, I hope you enjoy. I hope it's a good game, and here's hoping I make the right choices. Because obviously, these SMV type games, your choices can dictate exactly how the story pans out. So I've done a few similar ones like it, like Her Story and things like that. And to be honest, I find them really quite intriguing. They really pull you in because it is actual video footage you're watching, and you can, you buy a lot more into it rather than just purely graphics of a video game. So it feels a bit more personal. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one a go. And as I say, I hope you enjoy the ride. Hopefully it doesn't take too long and we can get to the end, get to a conclusion. There's a few I've got in the pipeline like this, so if anyone watching, if you feel that you like it, you don't like it, then fire a wee comment in the chat, and it'll be interesting to know, because I don't obviously want to be going over stuff that people don't like. But if you do like it, excellent. Let me know. Good feedback for me. No point in streaming stuff which is it's boring. So let's go ahead. Let's give this one a go. The Shape-Shifting Detective. Okie doke, so we want a new game. It's a point and click story, I believe.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief Dupont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
So, 21-year-old Miss Shaw has been murdered.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Fair enough. Bit harsh. You like that? And who exactly are you?
Exactly. Rewind.
The Shape-Shifting Detective.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with
So
Poe
I have to
and
say
Monroe.
nothing to progress.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shore's body was discovered last
Geralda?
night. Chief Dupont is calling the
Is that
crime
her
a
name?
violent and
Geralda
despicable
Shaw?
act. Anyone with
Strange name,
information about the
Geralda.
murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
Quite nice cars. Right, okay, I'm ready for you now, Dick.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
What? I'll just delete.
You know why you're here, don't you?
There's been a murder.
Then humor me. The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time? It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief
Don't
Dupont.
get caught.
He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood?
Yes.
Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
Deprecated.
Okay.
We expect you to use your
The heat
ability.
is on.
Just don't get caught.
Don't get caught.
And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
I've got holes in my socks. You don't really want me to take my shoes off, do you?
That's fine. It's yours for as long as you want it. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet.
Pardon the pun.
Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you? Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing.
These are the tarot readers.
You don't believe? That sounded serious. You must have a serious job to do. Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Pleased to meet you, Bronwyn.
Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Sure, go for it.
So, what's your question, Sam?
Ooh. Will I win? Will I win at what? Let's do it.
The Fool. I'm going to see a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam?
Sure.
Enjoy the journey. But remember,
That's my reading.
not everything is winnable. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam?
Last and left.
Good. We're neighbours. Just knock if you need me.
Bronwyn, Lexi, and somebody else. 1, 2, and
Has
3.
many uses, but when used correctly in a pair, It's feng shui, guards against evil.
Oh, I'm in room 4. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4 are occupied then. That's lovely. Where is the TV? I don't stay anywhere without a TV. And where's the back door? Shifting locked. So, I take it when it says shifting, you can change character or change shape, change form. So I have the powers to do that. Because he said at the beginning, don't change into a child, whatever you do. Okay. So let's leave shifting.
It's a sculpture
locked.
that was found along with several others, similar sculptures, in a tunnel of caves in Mexico. Oh, I picked it up on eBay. It's supposed to be proof that aliens have visited our planet already. Or at least Mexico.
Now that's a thought.
But, I just thought it looked nice.
Yeah, okay, that's lovely.
I think it's beautiful. But slightly frightening that
Here I can.
it's from so long ago.
To be honest, it might just have been someone imagining that that's what he...
Let's go and
Good,
see
you
the
got my
chief.
message. Chief Inspector Dupont.
Dupont.
I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs?
Play it again, Sam.
Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam, that's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw, 21, accomplished cellist, red hair.
Dorota.
Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers. Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up.
What?
It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something. That's why I didn't take it seriously.
Okay.
Because things, I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
Sure as shit.
Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But
Don't touch them.
you help me out, I'll help you.
This is strange.
Do I have to spell it out?
Yes,
I'll make
please.
your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork.
Okay. So he's got a hold over us then.
Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
Right. Tell me about... Yeah, let's find out about Dorota. Seems a logical place to
What do you want
start.
to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself.
When was she
Don't
killed?
read the paper, do you?
No.
Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner. We got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Okay. Where was she killed?
In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
Okay. Who's Violet? Violet, she's the tarot reader?
Born here, runs the local guest house.
Oh.
Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you?
Told me you're a dick.
She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone.
What exactly do we know?
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Do I need to? I think we're not going to ask him, do you have an alibi? And he's not telling us anything, so it's probably best we leave, I think, for now.
I think is that you want to reveal something private about your life, but you're worried that when you do, you will still be as ordinary as you were before, because the skin shedding relates to personal transformation.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I was close, but your explanation is so much nicer.
Thank you for your dreams. You're listening to Radio August.
Seems to be
Dark Nights with
a
Poe
lot of
and
stuff
Monroe.
coming out over the radio.
Mother, read by Brandy Clark. After Mother died, Penn started putting on weight.
Oh, let's go
The
back to
pasty
guest
roll of
house.
fat that bulged over the waist of her jeans secretly pleased her. It was her own little fat roll. Look how big she'd grown. Wasn't she looking well?
So,
Part of her wanted to
let's
keep
go and
it,
see Violet, the
but she
guest
couldn't.
house manager.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already.
I have, yes. It's a bit cheeky, that one.
Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
Why we should be a precious lamb?
Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they? Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest.
Come on now, don't judge.
Sorry. I'm gossiping.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend.
Oh, what's his name?
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
Oscar. So let's find out about the tarot card readers.
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
Asking them to leave?
Because they may have killed someone.
Ew.
It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos. I'm sorry, it's
Who you
a
calling a
derogatory
hobo?
word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed.
Yeah, let's push her. Let's push her.
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm
She
a
thinks.
very anxious
I think
person.
I would know what I'm taking. Right, we'll leave that for now. So she's lying about why she's taking medication, but we'll leave that. No point pushing her on it.
It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
Somewhere.
No, and I didn't murder her, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
Have been. It was a sharper eyesight, perhaps. When
So that's
Penn
Violet.
pulled a breadcrumb from the kitchen counter, the parrot saw. "Can't even resist a crumb," it sang. "What a joke you are!"
Right,
In 2
so these
months,
are the 3
Penn
tarot
grew
card
thinner
readers.
than she'd ever been. Thinner. And
Let's go
Sam,
see Bronwyn again.
Is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
No, I'm not.
Chief Dupont thinks I did it.
Yes, he
I'm
does.
hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
Maybe.
All I'm asking is that you dig a little deeper than the Chief. I had nothing to do with Dorota's death. We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
How did you
We
predict
saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Silly question, but let's do it.
Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
Okay. Right, let's
In my
ask her.
room, reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me. She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her.
Oh well, don't you forget that. You think Violet is trashy? Yeah,
I
why
said
not?
the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
Okay.
Particular is a physical need for life. So what we're also
So
dealing with
that's
here is
Violet
the loss
Bronwyn.
of money.
Let's check
What you'll often find
Rain.
in dreams is that the loss of money.
You must
Let
be a
it
new guest.
rain.
Or you're burglaring us.
Yeah,
I'm
back
Rain,
on
by the
you.
way.
Get that hair sorted, Rain.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way. So it's cold showers
Everything
from there on
happens
in.
at 9.
It really bugs me. I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician. No, not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there.
Will not ask that.
Sam, I don't have a motive for killing Dorota. Full stop. I'd have to be possessed to murder anything. Do you believe in possession, Sam?
Well, it's 9/10 of the law.
Just keep an eye out for anyone acting suspiciously. Although today almost everyone seems to be acting suspiciously.
Mm-hmm.
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck. You get it piecemeal. Not everything in one reading. The last one we did showed a young woman being murdered. Young, talented, probably red-headed. Mercury, it's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck.
Excuse me. Oh, do we want to see the Mercury deck? Yeah, I want to see it.
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it. I was in my room.
Doesn't
Praying,
corroborate.
actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying.
Apparently he went into
Didn't
Bronwyn's
work.
room.
I don't believe in anything. But I also believe anything is possible, so... it's a conundrum.
Like the rest
Okay.
of Becca's creations.
Interesting.
She had already been here once. It was just a matter
That
of time
leaves
until she returned.
Lexi.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
Do we open a curtain in here, Lexi? So do you know Dorota?
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah, you seem that way, definitely. How did you know she was going to die?
Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
The Grim Reaper, yeah, death.
Everybody thinks that. It's such a cliche. The death card doesn't even mean death.
Oh.
Most of the time. The
Go
Five of
on.
Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost.
Someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost.
Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad.
So she get the Five of Swords, he get the Ten of Swords, and Bronwyn got something else, which was Dorota. How well do you? She said how well do you know Bronwyn? Yep.
She's like my big sister, so pretty well.
No, we'll leave that question just now.
You know the Chief's got it all wrong. Bron could never hurt anyone. But I'm sure a smart detective like you can help prove she's innocent.
Well, I'm smart, so yeah, it is entirely likely I could solve it. Just obviously, don't be lying to me, tell me the truth. Yeah, she's trying to... We'll let her play along with that.
Really? Because she is completely innocent.
Why did you come to August, this town we're in?
The cards told us to. Well, the cards in Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is.
Okay.
No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
Use like the Ghostbusters.
I didn't say job. I said job.
A job?
Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions.
What the fuck is she talking about?
No, you don't.
This one I don't trust.
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails.
So that's a lie. Bronwyn, they're all lying. So Bronwyn said the guy had come in her room. He said he was in his own room all night, and this one said she was with Bronwyn. So they're all lying. Can you prove it?
You can ask Bronwyn. We were together.
Her nails are unvarnished.
Not together. That sounded kinkier than I meant it to.
And her nails are unvarnished.
A cigarette. Gotta find me a good one.
So these tarot card readers.
After lighting up, produces a phone from his jacket.
No,
and hits a speed
it's
dial
not rubbing
number.
off what they're saying.
After a few rings, it's answered. Mrs. Hedges.
Let's go and see the
It's 6
boyfriend.
o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers, Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Right, okay. So that was interesting. He said there it was a violent and despicable crime, yet DuPont, the chief, said there was no signs of any markings on the body. So it sounds like he's lying, the chief, or at least he's covering up the extent of it. Why would they make it sound worse though? Or is he lying to me? Right. Let's keep investigating.
Lung crosses his arms to shield himself as the girl leaps onto him, crashing him backwards onto the grassy floor.
Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
Surely not. Do you have an alibi? No, I'm not going to ask him that.
She hit speed dial. Mom? It's Zoe. I know.
I seem to
It
be
was the
missing
detective you hired.
some things.
He tried to kill me. I know. As fast as I can. I love you too. Okay.
Bronwyn. Show us the cards.
Mercury. Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
Couldn't give a shit, but sure, let's do it.
It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now. Mercury doesn't agree. In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
Okay, let's just...
But I never hit the water.
Let's just browse
Now, this
past
in
that
particular, I think it's
before we
very
blow our
interesting.
cover.
Mm-hmm.
Rain. I think we asked him everything. Yeah.
Happens to it. From the sharks, I mean, often sharks are
Lexi. Yeah, we asked her everything
danger
too.
that's lurking.
So,
perhaps
Violet?
represented.
Asked her. I'm not asking the
listener
chief where he
perceived as
was at 9
dangerous to
o'clock.
them, and never falling, and then never hitting.
Let's go back to her room
Find
now.
somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
What's this? Does this take me directly to them?
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
What? What just happened there? So can I go different characters?
I'm in control. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, there is the stakes
the
are
chief.
high.
But what else do you need?
That's interesting.
Oh yeah, you need balance. You need the
Let's
balance.
see what Violet's
Who
got to
knows
say.
whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude?
How's Bronwyn been? What were you doing? How's Bronwyn been?
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude. You're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
So I can
What were you doing
change.
last night?
I can change who I am.
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always.
How can you not remember, Violet?
Nate, we're not asking her that because she's mad on pills.
I think it's the pills I'm on. Dosage isn't right.
Well,
I
this
think
is
in this
good.
case.
Very good.
Thank you for your dreams.
Let's go and visit Bronwyn.
You're listening?
Chief Dupont. What a pleasant surprise.
Pleasure's
I think
all
we've
mine.
covered just about everything twice over, but if you think I'm hiding something...
Who are you really, Bron?
Does it bother you, Chief Dupont, knowing there are things in this world that aren't black and white? You don't know what to file me under, and that makes you uncomfortable. Or perhaps you've already made up your mind about me.
Sure
Why
have.
don't you tell me who you think I am? Hmm?
You're a witch, you're a witch. I'm a witch.
You're a con artist.
Well, he
You're
thinks
going
he's
to
a
need to do
murderer.
some more research, Chief. That's just not true.
Okay.
Cans of beer and strolled blithely down the
Let's-
pavement tracking the pensioner. The old man reached the entrance to an alleyway that led down past the churchyard.
Let's go and see
Halfway down the
Lexi.
alley was a patch of deep...
Oh, Chief Inspector, you gave me a shock. What is it? What have I done?
Tell me about Bronwyn.
She's an Aquarius, her favourite colour is green. What else do you need to know?
Is she your leader?
Leader? This isn't a cult. She looks after me and Rain. Make sure we eat healthy and brush our teeth.
Why is
She's
she
your mother?
Well, it's not for the nightlife, I can tell you that. This is where the cards told us to go. I guess you could call it destiny.
Destiny.
Do you know anyone here?
No, I can honestly swear I don't know any Augustives? Augustonians? Augustins until we got here.
What were you doing last night?
Nothing. I mean, I was here all night. This cat's on her. Bron can vouch for me.
I spent 7 weeks at a mental institution trying to rebuild my life, to find a way to live with the intolerable.
Good evening, Chief Dupont.
Dorota's family. What does the tarot say about them?
I can do a reading if you want.
Yes.
It's the Five of Cups. It talks about loss and dealing with that loss. I don't think you need a tarot reader to interpret that one.
Bronwyn never been arrested?
Not since I've met her. She's a lawful good type character, if you play D&D.
Lexi ever been in trouble with the police? Have you ever
I've never been convicted, no.
been charged with anything?
Yes.
My mind's gone blank.
Cheeky wee fucker.
Midnight. There's no point in trying to fight it, so I have to try and keep as much control
Okay,
as
so
I can.
let's go back to our room. There's something going on between these two. Hey, let's shapeshift.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Right, and let's get Bronwyn talking to her. Oh no, I didn't want to do that.
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh,
Just in case there's a limit on how
I'm
much you can
Lexi.
shapeshift. Right, well, we're Lexi, so we may as well
Asking to get rolled.
go and speak to the
feel-
others.
Hostile.
What's up,
Bronwyn.
Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
Something is on my
I'm
mind.
worried about our alibi.
Oh,
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. I'm more worried about Violet. I didn't see her last night, did you?
You think she's the murderer?
I have no idea. They're both redheads. Maybe August has a club.
A couple walk on the other side of the street in...
Let's go see Rain.
Something's weird, isn't it? Bron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time.
You looking to take over?
Oh, and I
You
need
looking
to
to take
add
over?
that, ask that.
No. I'm just worried.
Ain't nothing there.
I don't know how many the beast could take. I once watched a...
Let's change to... Oh, I thought I'd lost the ability.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Hello, Bronwyn.
I'm Bronwyn.
Yes, I am Bronwyn. Let's go and speak to him. Oh, I've done it again.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Right, okay. What? I'll get him to go and speak to
I
Bronwyn.
tried to defy the beast a couple of...
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
On to us? Mate, that kind of hints something is going on.
Onto what exactly?
The real reason we're here. Our role in the murder.
We just predicted murder. It's a prophecy, not a to-do list. I don't want to look like we're hiding something, but at the same time...
We're hiding something?
Yeah, I want to ask that.
Look at us acting all cloaks and daggers. Just relax. We haven't done anything wrong.
Not to make ends meet, then at least...
Right, okay.
That worked out pretty well.
Let's
Programming makes me good
shapeshift
money. I
to-
can work from home and...
Bronwyn. Don't know why I need to change
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
to a Welsh voice when I say Bronwyn. I don't know.
I'm
Bronwyn is a
Bronwyn.
Welsh name in its origin.
There surely must be others.
In
Cannot
her,
believe
I
am
want
unique
to
amongst all
visit
mankind, and if I am,
them
then
all,
why me?
basically, other than the
I've
chief.
tried to be discriminating in my victims.
Ron, are you okay?
I've got diarrhea.
Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you worried?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while.
Yeah,
Let's just
indeed.
keep cool and stay in our rooms.
Nothing there.
Deep in shadow.
So there's going to be
under dark
nothing there
walls
with the
shutter
guy,
double door,
Lexi.
just a drunk
Sorry,
taking
Rain.
piss.
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
So Bronwyn and this guy, there's something else going on there with they two.
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it? Birmingham? Stop.
Yes, stop it. If it's a traveller killing things.
Traveller?
I'm assuming he's talking about a ghost when he says a traveller and not like a gypsy.
If it follows the same pattern as Birmingham, we're looking at 2 more victims.
2 more victims? Right, okay. What's going on here? As far as we're aware, there's only been 1 death here. 2 more victims.
True.
So we'll let Bronwyn speak to Violet, because there seems to be a bit of angst between those two. She's also a redhead.
Takes control of my body and force.
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
Yeah, there's no
I hope I'm
toilet
not in too
paper
much
in my
trouble.
room.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota will be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than that. You strike me as someone...
I'm brave, but I'm not stupid.
She seems to know more. To tell her she's stupid makes you think she knows something.
Courses through me, just a trickle of the stream the
I
Slayer
think
is drawing in.
We can move on to the
Broken
next
body
chapter.
crumbles in my grasp.
Oh, it's not letting us now.
Miss Castle, I'm surprised to see you here.
I didn't kill Dorota.
You're a prime suspect, and your alibi is that you were in the guest house with another prime suspect at the time. It doesn't look good for you.
Have you got a problem with me?
Everyone has a problem with you, Bronwyn. I can arrest you for something right now. How does perverting the course of justice sound?
Kinky.
What? Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, you are pushing me today, young lady.
That was weird.
Trafalgar Square at last. So full of people, none of them knowing an almost post-orgasmic lethargy fills me as I wait in the rain.
I think everyone's spoken to each other. So let's go back to Sam and move on to the next chapter and find out I've probably missed a whole host of clues.
Watch London go by as through the grimy glass. Then there's another long walk through the rain.
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act.
Let's come on,
Monroe.
Ella.
It's just terrible.
Violent and
Meanwhile,
despicable.
out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival.
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it.
These colours
Tonight
are
the
pretty
weather
nice.
will be mostly dry
I like
and
these
warm,
visuals.
but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
And that finishes that.
A man walked down the alley as fast as his arthritis would allow him. He was looking forward to a good long soak in a hot
I
bath
already
to
went
restore
to the next
circulation
chapter.
to his extremities, and after that, well, he needed a
Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius. Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
That is it.
Strange house. But in the dream...
Next chapter.
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio
Oh,
August.
come on.
Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable
Right, I'm
act.
confused.
Monroe.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family,
No, skip
this
this.
weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed.
I'm
New
confused
dates
why
will be
when I
announced
do
shortly,
next
so
chapter.
do stay tuned to Radio
showing me
August
this
for
again.
updates.
I heard Dorota
Is
Shaw
there
was due to play this
information
weekend.
that I'm
At the
missing?
Tulip Festival.
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
So am I going to the next chapter or keep investigating?
Negativity that happens in each aspect of her life. That's why she hasn't filled those holes.
Well,
Oh,
what I
Oscar,
can tell
right.
you...
Let's go and visit Oscar. This is the girl that died. This is a Dorota. This is a boyfriend.
Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a day, a whole day. It's typical of them. Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, hanging out. I left at about 5.
Okay.
Playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up.
Okay, what can you tell me about her parents?
Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music.
How long were you guys dating?
Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other.
Was she seeing anyone else?
No. Why?
No reason. Oh, let's mix it.
Violet Gallagher? What's it got to do with her? Bitch. Mind you, it's not exactly damning, coming from someone as frigid as her.
Why frigid?
She's all prim and proper with it. Sorry, it's just... Why do people say things like that? You're not supposed to speak ill of the dead.
It's very true, young man. Hiding in Dorota's room.
What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet.
Ooh, spooky. Have you hidden in the closet?
Not hidden. Well, she liked it. Liked me to watch. Not other guys. Just, she had these, voyeur fantasies.
Ooh, the plot thickens. Describe the fantasies.
She'd ask me to hide in the upstairs closet, and then she'd walk in, strip off, start touching herself.
Oh, kinky.
She got upset if I came out before she'd finished. I'm sorry, is this helping with the investigation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Okay, so that's been good. We've learned quite a lot from Oscar.
Was home for a while. Woke up one morning to find Tenzin rooting around in there.
Let's go back
Words
to
were
the guest
spoken,
house.
fists were raised. The truth is, there was enough food for 2, and I needed the company. Between us, we slept in shifts to guard that dumpster and chase the
Our ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
Yes, him.
I'm Oscar. Is there
You
anything
bitch.
else I can do?
He's going to have to go and speak to Violet.
monk, expelled for some scandal involving a woman.
Oscar Wainwright, what a surprise.
Why did you call Dorota slutty?
Oscar, I thought you knew about the pictures.
What pictures?
Okay.
The ones where she's wearing very little. Does this not mean anything to you?
No.
No?
Please go on.
No?
Did I play stupid?
I'm sorry, Oscar. I really am. This is awful, coming from me, too. I don't know much more than that. Please don't take offence. By slutty, I meant playful.
And slutty?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
But it's still not home. I climb over the 4-foot fence onto the railings below, arms wide.
I don't know why, I feel like I should go and visit him.
Dreams.
He's away.
And nightmares.
With Poe and Monroe. So, we have...
Lexi. She's away.
Gabby said that she's grocery
Bronwyn.
shopping and when
She's away.
you. Now, when she gets to the cashier, she realizes she's left her money at home.
Go back to Sam. That's me. Shapeshifted.
Yeah, so again, there's someone stuck in a loop. I find that always interesting. So
Let's go visit Violet again. Let's ask a silly question.
Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam?
This one... Yeah, different faces, what are you
The
talking about?
masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know. Would you, Sam?
She's always answering as if she knows stuff.
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother?
Who were they for?
Ask Zach Weston. He took them.
Ah. Who's Zach?
Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
Yes, I am. That's my job. Where is
At
he?
Weston's photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there. I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
What? She's holding grudges from when she was 4.
We should be equal, and you should be loved for
So
for
more
who you
questions
are.
popping up here than answers.
And maybe that is something that perhaps,
So,
Gabby, you might have to
let's go
challenge
visit.
in your life. What do you
Ah.
think, Poe?
that's some wonderful advice, Alice, and I think it's a lot of...
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright? Yep, that's what you told me too. Not a suspect. Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them. Dorota's an only child. She lived with her mum and dad. Monday night was movie night, so they'd go and watch the 8 o'clock at the Odeon. Dorota would get the house to herself. They're devastated, naturally. They left town to stay with relatives. You didn't do it, Sam. Although, perhaps I should have made them stay.
No shit, Sherlock. What do we know?
Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's
Birmingham?
some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night with lots of witnesses. According to Oscar, Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet, which is strange. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. And finally, you pull the name Zach Weston from somewhere, saying he's the town photographer?
I've got that in hand.
I've never run into him. Still, I guess I'm not in the papers that much. That's it.
She caught a magpie. It was bigger than her body, yet she still picked it up to present to him. Its pitiful cack, 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 its only protest. He'd had to put that one out of its misery. He put all of them out of their misery. A stamp to the head, the tiniest cracking of skull, blood and feathers on the ground. It was kinder that way. The kitchen was quiet. The small heaped body on the mat by the cat flap.
Something's going to pop up in that radio, I'm sure. You know what, let's turn it on.
Ivan stared at Uni. She circled the kitten's body, stepping over its limp legs without even looking, her eyes fixed on him, waiting for what? He crouched down for a closer look. The kitten's...
Nothing for her.
So fluffy. The cutest thing.
Nothing for her. Oh. Lexi says she was in her room, not yours.
Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today. Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down her neck, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true. To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
Okay. So what were you doing?
I was logged into Tarotasm. It's a phone reading service, and I get paid by the minute. Which, now that I'm saying it, it's not something I really should be bragging about.
Do you know her wee boyfriend?
Yes, he came to see me.
Ooh.
He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking. No, I wouldn't know how. I'm a tarot reader, not a medium. Maybe I should have pretended, though. Made up some fake message from her to give him some comfort. You lie once, and you just have to keep going, don't you?
So she did say, I don't lie normally. So she has lied once before. And judging by that, she says, if you lie once, you just keep going. Which kinda indicates she's a liar.
He left the towel on the floor. He'd need it to clean up later.
Let's go and see Lexi.
Hi Sam, back for more already?
Yes, certainly am. You lied about where you were, but I want to know about it. Yeah.
I didn't.
You fucking did.
How did you find out? Am I in trouble?
Big trouble.
It was only a little white lie, nothing else. It wasn't even that much of a lie. We're both here, in the guest house. We just happen to be in different rooms. If I had proof, Ron wouldn't have made this all up. I'm sorry, Sam, I really am. I know how this must look, but I couldn't kill anything, honest.
Tell me about the
Traveller.
Traveller.
That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it?
Ooh. Right, now's the time to bluff, I think. Well,
What did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel? Cheeky? Are you flirting with me?
yeah, I reckon this one was a bit flirtatious. Am I flirting with her? Yes.
Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that.
So this one, she's actually, she makes out she's quite ditty, but There's more going on there, and also she's quite flirtatious.
No, I think Bronwyn met him though.
Bronwyn, yeah, we know that.
This morning. He only wanted to see her.
This morning?
I guess he didn't want anyone else to hear what he had to say.
Right, okay,
Curiosity. It made
that
infecting
kinda
one
backs everything
after
up.
another as easy as walking down the street past the...
Sam, what can I do for you? We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name.
Ooh.
It's Lexi's thing. I don't personally go near them, but in this case, it did help.
Lexi told us he got them from the tarot cards.
No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time, it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
Yeah, because she's a bit kinky that way.
Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out the rota.
Seems just straightforward.
This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveller who died here.
Oh.
Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities.
So maybe that is what a traveller is. Someone from the future who can warn about their impending death. You're here to do a job. What is
We're
the
trying
job?
to save people. I said we're trying. We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where bad things are going to happen, and we try and stop them.
Were you in Birmingham?
Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travellers...
These guys are good, eh?
Let's put a pin in this one, Sam.
Oh, he's getting a bit anxious. Oh.
Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
Excuse me. I'm the chief asking the questions here. You don't need Sam's permission.
No one heard her.
And I'll be paying Bronwyn a
They
visit.
never do. All human.
It's
Bloody
Lexi's.
Ouija boards.
I like to think it works the way most metaphysical things work. Through energy. Everything is energy. You, me, that chair. If you focus hard enough on something, you attract energy, like an electrical current that connects A to B and lights up a bulb.
That's because there's physics involved there. And chemistry of certain particles.
Their hands.
Surely.
It'll be over. It'll be over. No longer a
Elex,
burden.
Elex.
No more pain. No more. No more.
Ouija.
Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device. Want to know how it works?
Yes, please.
Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars in space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that. We're so far to travel, Messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me?
Yes.
Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point.
She's a mega flirt.
The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead. I know, mind-blowing.
That death alone couldn't start the contagion. It needed an audience. And they made it so.
I think I need to change back to Oscar and go and visit Bronwyn again.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Fed the other demons. Gave them a bigger hope.
Ah, that's right, she's not there.
And let them spread. A boy this time. Good. They were more successful. After the first domino falls, the rest go quickly. Always.
What else? What
He was a
else?
football player. Big, loud, and sure. Good.
Let's go Bronwyn. Because she seems to
Hi.
be the one
I'm
controlling things. Hey, I'm Bronwyn.
I'm Bronwyn.
Hey, Bronwyn.
Funeral.
Hey,
You'd
she
be
needs to go and
better
speak
off.
to
So would your
Rain.
father and sister.
Let it
There was
rain.
enough.
You can
Look
tell Sam about
nervous.
Birmingham.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
What did you tell the police you were doing last night?
I told them the truth, that I was in my room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading?
You already told us. 8 o'clock. Ron, are you okay?
Oops, cover's blown.
Slight for his age, light enough to not snap the tree branch or his trachea. The note they found.
Oh, Bron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk.
Is something wrong?
No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur?
Yes.
Probably. I don't know. She has that look about her, don't you think? Like she knows something she's not letting on.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's cameras hidden in the wardrobe.
What have you got to hide?
Nothing. Though I'd rather she didn't see me dancing around in my underwear. I only do that for people I love.
Do you love me? Do you love me?
Yeah, let's ask it.
Of course I do, Bron. See? And now that's on film. I hope you enjoyed that, Violet. Listen, we need to talk about our alibi.
What about our alibi?
I know you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
We should do whatever it takes.
You're acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes. No.
No.
Where were you? Ron, don't mess me around, you're scaring me.
I'm just kidding, I was here all night. I was at Dorota's house.
Oh no. This could get tasty. Let's do it.
No. No, you weren't. I don't know why you're saying that, but I know Bronwyn Castle and she's no murderer. Just drop the act.
Okay. So that didn't bear any fruit.
Oh, I picked it up on eBay. It's supposed to be proof
Violet.
that aliens...
I didn't see you. I'm truly sorry about...
I didn't really know her. I saw her pictures in the newspaper. Can't remember what for right now.
I didn't see you here last.
What are you implying?
Ooh.
It's just suspicious.
Does anyone really care that Dorota is dead?
You're listening to Rick.
Who else? Him? Oh, we could go and visit.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
We could go and visit Oscar. No, there's something going on with him and Violet. Because he said, leave that to me.
Why is Sam still questioning me? Do I need to bring up Mr. Hedges again?
Are you threatening me? Who is...
Exactly.
What?
Mr. Hedges. The man you asked me to put up, who then, you know, died.
And then what? And then what?
No. I'm going to ask
down
that.
the street, then lengthening their strides, stepped into the road. The first time scared the shit out of me.
So,
That if I tried to stay awake, I
don't
slipped
think he's
into
gonna
a twilight world where I
yeah, either the tarot card readers.
So I did it.
Maybe Bronwyn?
You have a recognizable knock, Chief DuPont. I'll remember not to answer next time.
Do you know Dorota's boyfriend?
I've met him once, yes.
Just the once?
This morning.
That's true.
What did you talk about?
The weather and some other things which I'm not at liberty to discuss. Feel free to ask him, though.
Dose enough to kill me 5 times over.
So that's what I was thinking. We'll get...
I suspect I survived because the beast wasn't ready to relinquish
We'll go and
its
speak
post.
to Oscar.
Chief DuPont, there's been loads of people coming around asking questions. I don't even know half of them.
Bronwyn is still prime suspect.
I know, I agree. Because she tipped you off. If I manage to get into her room, what am I looking for again?
Oh.
Anything that ties her to the murder. Anything that ties her. You're going to break and enter.
No, we talked about this. You said I could help, so I'm helping.
Did Dorota collect coins?
Not that I know of. She collected thimbles. She said she didn't need any. She had hard calluses on her fingers from all the cello.
Have you looked in Dorota's bedroom?
Not since the murder. There's still a load of my stuff in there. I climb in through the window, but it's on the 3rd floor.
There was another question
Try
there.
and keep as much control as I can.
Damn it, it's not letting me ask it now.
Just on the surveillance cameras. I take the train down to King's Cross, more anonymous than the tube and fewer
I
cameras.
need to go back to the guest
Hold
house.
up the hood and walk out into the rain. The Pentonville Road beckons, and I lose my...
We'll go and see
I'm
Bronwyn
Oscar.
again.
Is there anything else I can do?
A spray from the puddles in the road. I weave and stumble a bit. Just a bloke who's had a...
Okay, we want... Who's... Right.
Feel hostile eyes on the back of my head.
We need to find out about this other guy, the photographer. So let's go back to Sam. And I don't know who would tell us about it. So let's just cycle through them.
I slow down.
Me again. Just
The
leaving.
footsteps slow.
Hello, Bronwyn. Me again. Leaving.
Slobbers in anticipation.
Let it rain. Right, well, the good thing is, it
each
looks like
other,
we've
the
exhausted
footsteps
everything
behind
so far.
me cease.
Mm-hmm.
The distraction passes, and the game resumes.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest
Oh, it's
August
7
update.
o'clock.
Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stay with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
So, I think I've done everything this chapter. The fact that we got a new broadcast. So let's move on to the next one.
Lifestyle. A steady girlfriend or a wife is out of the
Yes.
question.
We want to speak to Zach.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online.
Here, son, listen. I've got questions to ask and you're going to be asking them, answering them.
Yes. What do you want? The Shaws. Oh. You mean that girl who got killed?
Yeah.
What was her name? Dorothy?
Oh, I think you know who she is.
I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota? I remember now.
Thought you might.
For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot.
No, we're not talking about the photos.
No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat. If you ask me to drive there without my sat-nav, no.
But if he knows a postcode and he does have his sat-nav, then he does know where to go.
No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there.
Wow, he likes it.
As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see? I think she's just a very attractive girl. That's all.
This looks like a sneaky fucker.
What do you mean? I don't think I like what you're implying, Detective. Is that all? Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well.
Very well.
Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center. I'm sorry my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex. Here. I'm usually here most nights. I live here, detective. Long story short, I'm divorced. My wife got the house, my business is all I have left.
Okay.
Energy courses through me, just a trickle of the stream the Slayer is drawing in. Broken
Let's
body.
go and see young Oscar.
No? Who's that? Never heard of him. Who what? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them? Yeah, I'll put them in an album for you. No.
It was a long walk to the night bus.
Okay.
A couple of stops.
If you have anything else on Zach Weston, let me know. That's what he says, but no one can back him up. He's on my radar now.
It's on my radar too.
I think you're supposed to tell me that. If he was taking photos of Dorota, maybe he fell for her? And the feeling wasn't mutual. Artists have muses, apparently. Wish I had one. And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two then. Well, unless they were for Oscar, I don't know. Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. Zach says he's sleeping with Violet, which I doubt. Zach did other photo sessions with Dorota. Boudoir. I wonder what else he's not telling us. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. Keep me posted. Yeah, you mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
I wonder.
This the Slayer's needs, and I have no idea how long it will continue, so I am
If we
not
can get
thinking
Oscar
of
and Zach
myself
speaking.
60 years from now, battering a victim with my walking frame to feed the...
Yes.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Let's go and speak to Violet.
He wondered how many times...
Zach! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone... Why don't you...
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
What did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Everyone's talking about Dorota. Are you happy Dorota's dead? Everyone's talking about Dorota.
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like
Is
what?
Violet jealous of Zach and Dorota?
Homewreckers. Anyway,
Oh.
I hope you didn't just come here to talk about Dorota.
Are you happy Dorota's dead?
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
Jealousy?
She didn't throw herself at me.
The boudoir sessions. Some girls get the wrong idea. I saw how she was looking at you. She wanted it.
You were there. You were there. You saw...
I've seen all your photos, Zach. All of them.
Sneaky fucker. Okay. Interesting. So we've got a bit of jealousy going on here.
draggled hair with seaweed, then tentacles, each topped with an eyeball. Only they weren't.
I don't think
except for a
he
moment.
would have any reason to talk to any of the tarot card readers.
Some deep-sea horror, ringed with row on row of teeth, too impossibly large to fit in the room, and yet...
Oscar. Oh, he's not there.
Wasn't.
Chief.
Playing with the images and thoughts all called from
so
the
that's the
victims.
only real connection then
There
for
it
Zach
floated,
just now is with
and then it turned to face
Violet.
me. Run or die, the door gave way from the stumbling push, and there was
something I'm missing. Do I want to go her? Let's go back to Sam.
like fingers,
Let's sweep
black
through them.
eyeless sockets.
Violet? No. Let's talk about Zach.
Do we really have to?
Yes, we do, young madam.
How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it.
Ooh.
He thinks he's irresistible to women. No.
Fucking freaky. Ooh.
Floating or standing, living or dead. These things were all alien to it and meaningless.
And it did say to me, don't change into a wee girl, don't change into a child. So right, I don't have the option there
Like
anyway.
Bethany had lived
Weird.
a life of addiction,
And that was
survived on a steadily dwindling
my
income
room.
from prostitution as age, drugs, and street life took their toll on her market value.
Who else can we speak to? Bronwyn?
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a job somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
The disguise was decomposed. Not decomposing flesh.
What about Rain? Oh, he's cracking. Birmingham.
Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny.
Ginny.
She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing.
Its thing, yeah.
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3. You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
Red hair.
I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds.
Right, okay.
Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one. Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect. They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them. yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Okay. Don't really get that. From speaking to Lexi, I thought travellers were people that were about to die, their own soul, as it were.
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he did mention Dorota. He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw.
Ooh. Thank you for that.
Together. A jingle of coins, a handful of change to buy him. Talk about his life and to find that his name was George. George had lost his job and his family and couldn't work because of pinched nerves. Or so he said.
I'm checking
Perhaps
Lexi's
his story
room
was
anyway.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
Okay, so that corroborates.
So George found out that there was a great place he could sleep. Better than the street or the shelters. A building with a vacant
I'm
penthouse.
Sam just now, so
George wanted to know if I was the owner.
I want to go and
It's 8
speak to
o'clock and
Zach.
time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Looks like I have to go to the next chapter.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
Ooh.
5 of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Yes.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands.
Or the Ten of Swords. Oh. Somebody's gonna die again.
This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all 3 again?
1 in 474,552. I know. I get asked a lot.
Ten of Swords.
Bet it's a 10 of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Monroe.
Monroe does the news.
Something that guards against evil.
I think I'd quite like to have a guard against evil.
Particularly in August at the moment.
I need to visit Zach first.
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here. I always get the shot, Sam. One way or another.
Ooh. Quite sinister.
Notice me. They're
Even
busy
by
playing
hiding in
poker.
the cupboard.
I fall.
Let's go and see Alice.
You must be Sam.
Sure am. Do you know you're gonna die? Oh,
I just
red
got off
hair
the phone
too.
with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me.
not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show.
Okay.
He's fine. He keeps asking me to pose for him, you know, without any clothes on. I always say no.
Okay.
Yes, we were friends. I hadn't known her for long, only a few weeks. We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show. After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked.
And then she kissed me.
She was so attractive. So I kissed her back. This is just between us, right? We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy.
She liked making her happy?
I'm not going into detail, Sam. We pledged each other multiple times.
Get it.
Oscar, yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind.
Ooh.
But she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch, so tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked. She told Oscar to watch from her walk-in wardrobe. When he was at a safe distance, she put on a show. She faked it. She told me she faked it. But you'd know best. I don't think so. We were very discreet. It was more fun that way.
Okay.
No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam?
Who knows?
I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death.
Or your own.
Or mine. That sounds reassuring. I hope it's not just words, Sam. You've kind of just asked about Dorota since you got here. We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him.
So they live together?
On air. We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding.
So she's in a relationship with Poe. Oh.
Sam, you forgot your phone.
Blurred his vision. He stroked the kitten with the side of his finger. Don't move, okay? Just don't try to move. But the kitten wouldn't stop struggling.
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
Why you?
We've got a new target, Ellis Monroe. Ellis said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Ashton asked Ellis that question about the wedding dress.
He sat in silence until he could no longer hear his own breathing, until Uni stopped pacing and sat grudgingly opposite him, until the blood slowed and started to dry. Finally, he shifted onto his knees and lifted the kitten in both hands.
They've got something
its
to tell
floppy
us.
Body
Right.
A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it? Three is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it in our universe anyway.
Is a magic number.
But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveler's from. Maybe 3 is just the carry-on limit for interdimensional travel. Was it a gold coin?
Sure as shit was.
That's more of a serial killer thing than a possessed by a traveler thing. It's a bit showy, but well, there's no guarantees. No. I can do a reading if you want.
Yes.
Chariot. Is Zach a suspect?
Well,
I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent-up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that... I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it? I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help, though. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Red
Although
hair.
we can be sure of one thing. Yeah, she sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead. Yes, of course, anything. I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
It's almost too late before I realize I'm still holding the gun.
Interesting.
But I quickly stuff it down the back of my pants. It's hot.
Let's see Lexi again.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
Oh, yes, Zach Weston.
Who's that? Is he a suspect? I guess he must be. Okay, I'm on the case. Just give me a minute to get ready and I'll be off.
Yes.
She nods appreciatively.
And he likes redheads.
I protest as she sits down, but it's too late. She's definitely sitting.
In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. And we couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. Because he said he'd see us again. In August. Before we even knew it was a month and a place. Yes, I met her at the radio station.
Oh.
I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free.
List it up, son.
That's the only way to deal with them. That's how we
Who
deal
next?
with them. With that, she's gone.
Well, got to be Violet. Ooh.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name?
I'm the boogeyman.
I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret?
Yes, please.
Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you? Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio.
Oh no, do I want to? Yeah, let's do it.
She has a wicked imagination for her age. I was seeing and hearing things that weren't there. That's why I'm taking pills. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont.
Okay, that makes sense.
And now you, apparently.
Apparently.
Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up.
Calm down, calm down. We'll not ask her that, she's getting a bit too worked up.
I don't really want to. About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. Cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. And I could taste it.
Blood.
On my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me.
Okay. So she's a bit of a crackpot.
It's happened 5 times. Even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. Eye tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. Sure, the scans were normal. No. I have certain flashbacks. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on.
I don't think she's really capable of running a guest house on her own.
They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories.
So she does remember.
Schultz, read by Venomous Platypus. Breathing seems so loud when you want to stay hidden. Time oozed like molasses, cowering in the closet, peering through the crack. It floated there in the center of the loft. The bag lady.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this
move on
evening.
again.
Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe.
Pre-recordings.
And Monroe.
Next chapter.
Bedraggled hair with seaweed, then tentacles, each topped with an eyeball. Only they weren't. Except for a
I want to go to the guest house first.
The head was a monstrous mouth of some deep sea horror.
And I want to speak to Lexi.
Ringed with row on.
I found out he's a creep. He basically put the moves on me as soon as I walked through the door. You knew? Heads up would have been nice. Anyway, I did find out one thing that's pretty damning. He has a massive collection of books about serial killers. What's that about? He's off the radio. I don't really know him.
Posing.
Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help.
Okey-doke.
Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you. I shuffled before you got here. Okay.
Oh.
No. The 2 of Cups. That's mysterious.
Very flirtatious.
Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to?
Ooh, I wonder
Maybe
who it could
someone
be.
you've met recently. The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you?
Let's go along with this, because she can be helpful.
You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
Living or dead. These things were all alien to it and meaningless.
Rain? I don't think there's anything.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them, continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble. We'd do a reading. Mercury would know.
Okay, Mercury.
Of fears and haunting memories.
Seems to know a lot.
A corporeal
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you?
She's cracking.
Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change? Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. Not really. But it wants to know why you're hesitating.
Hesitating about what?
Mercury thinks you are. I can see its point. Alice is in danger and you're still here asking questions. Protecting her? I'm not saying lock her in a vault and surround her by guards, but anything would be justifiable at this point. I'd at least have eyes on her, and don't trust the police to do it. They have a poor track record.
Small talk with the servers at the restaurant. Not this one. The worm had to be told and...
Oh. It's you. I was hoping it might be Zach.
Oh, is that right?
No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up.
Like I'm pregnant.
Yes. If he ever shows up.
I think I need to go into my room and change into that. Uh-oh. Spooky cookie. That looks like my room.
Bjorn. The worm probed, and the worm did not hear the usual.
Don't
She gonna
confirm
kill
the
me?
existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Oh, I can turn into her. Oh, cool. Let's do Zach first.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
And let's
A talk about his life and
go
to find
see
that his
Violet.
name was George.
Zach. The game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
Okay.
I was at the studio.
No, you weren't. That detective's not stupid. Dupont might be, but not Sam. They'll put two and two together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You were spying on me.
I saw you leave
she
her
kill them?
house, and then I went in.
And killed her?
She was naked, lying radiant on the bed. And what did I find in her closet? A wedding dress. Who was that for, Zach? Who was that for? I'm done covering for you. We're finished. You need to leave. Now.
Oh, and Monroe. So, Robin's had this dream recently.
So she found her lying there on the bed, radiant.
But I don't recognize anyone
So
in the
did
photos.
he kill her or did
I'm
she kill
trying
her?
to remember their names, but I can't. And then I realized that my family are all standing around me and they're all crying
Who do you want
because
to
I've forgotten
visit?
who they
Let's
are.
visit Lexi. Okay, let's not visit
That
Lexi.
sounds like quite a horrible one to wake up to every day. What do
Bronwyn? Nah, I'm not going to get any of them.
represent?
Well, Monroe, I think with the photo.
Let's change to... Who will we change to? No, she's already been and seen him. Let's change to her. We don't know much about her.
I'm Ellis. I'm
Oh.
Ellis.
Rain. She could speak to Rain.
Right? That the situation
met at
is
the
related
studio.
to painful.
Okay.
Now, the photo albums, they represent your past, Robin.
Bronwyn?
You're feeling overwhelmed.
I'm assuming
But in this case, family
Lexi must be the same. Yeah.
representation can signify, once again, those negative emotions that you're feeling. Now,
Violet. Hey, okay, so
I
she's
think you're
got no
finding it hard
business
to
there.
break away from a painful situation that's happened to you.
Zach. Well, where's Zach there? Let's become Bronwyn
Hi.
again.
I'm Bronwyn.
And then we'll go on our travels.
I'm Bronwyn.
Please don't hesitate to reach out to those that you love.
You're so right, Monroe, and I think...
What can we do to help Ellen?
Haven't we done enough? Not many people get to know when they're going to die, let alone get the chance to avoid it. We've given Ellis a huge advantage.
So what should we do?
Honestly, I don't know. All three of us should stick together, though, so there's no confusion over our alibis this time.
Hand it to you. What do you think it is?
Well, I'm not sure.
What are you doing now?
I don't know. I don't want to lie about my alibi again, though. What should I do?
Log into Tarotism.
Good idea. I'll stay in my room, log in, and wait for you to give me the all clear. Then they'll know I'm not a suspect. You're the best.
But I'm not sure. I mean,
Bit of Violet. Right, okay, so there's nothing
brooch
happening
maybe,
here.
or a belt buckle. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
what
why
else
why
used
would
to be.
people, in ancient times, why might...
I think... Oh... Do I want to go one of them and visit each other? No, I think I need to go Sam. I think I'll need to go Sam. And then
I've seen it.
go and speak to Zach.
Legend says that it wards off evil spirits while traversing the
Oh,
ley
pose
line.
here.
Well, I wish we could give everyone in August one of those.
Pose curio.
Let's
You're the
visit Paul.
detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt you?
Madness.
We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade. The angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. I believe not. She has a big heart, and in my opinion, opens it too easily.
What is he answers here?
We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Tarot. Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by?
What gentleman would that be?
I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing
Rain.
tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it. Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house.
So they're giving free radios out to listen to them?
I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August?
No.
The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas,
She was a
found
pirate.
nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one.
I'll move that up a little bit. So I've just realised it's covering the text that comes up. Okay.
Well, that's not the best bit, but maybe this story isn't for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
On that note, I should probably get back to the booth.
Yes.
Show must go on. Death threats.
Show must go on.
Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
I did. That was before I knew you were a killer. Her pace quickens. Cough. Cough.
Let's
Coughing
go
more
and see
blood.
Alice.
Lung swipe.
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much.
She's jealous.
Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
Well, you kinda done that, did you not?
Mouth. You're
When you
mine
started
now,
messing around
the
with
girl says,
Dorota.
and reaches her hand into
Let's
his
go and see
chest.
Zach again.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realise I was under house arrest. Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect. Why would she say that? That would put us both at the crime scene. Dorota was fine when I left her.
So
she asked me to come over and watch her get her freak on, which I did, being the gentleman that I am. I misread the signal somewhat, as I thought I was supposed to join in, which was not the case. I think she threw a teddy bear at me or something. Ugh. After that, I left. I had no idea Violet was spying on me. Don't get excited, detective. I did a criminology course. They make you buy the books.
Okay, fair enough.
Shrugs.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Oh, he's out of here.
Like, maybe, I think perhaps it's metal of some sort. It's like...
Let's go and
Sam,
see
I've got
Chief.
some heavy rain news.
Heavy rain?
Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record.
We all kinda knew that. What did he do?
He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you.
Okay.
Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bromlin Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. I've got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Zach seems to be a fan of serial killers. At least, you've told me he has an extensive book collection on them. Ellis knows Violet because of the free radio project. Ellis thinks Violet doesn't like her very much. I'm not sure I like you very much. Where's the proof? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach. It's not looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
And what about Violet? She was there.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update.
Oh, so time to move on.
Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
Violet been abducted again?
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens would be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Monroe? I'll send Danny over. And that means there'll be nobody at the guest house. So be extra vigilant.
I'll be at the
What do
guest
you mean
house.
you're sticking me with Danny? Danny is basically doing out a scream. I'm a sitting duck. Isn't there anyone else? Chief DuPont? The only thing I've ever seen him run after is an ice cream truck. Fine. Danny it is. I just hope you know what you're doing.
No, I don't. Ooh, what's going on here? Well, if I said me, then I can't do any more investigating. I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Sam, where the hell are you? On the road? Come up to the station, now. Danny's disappeared and Ellis...
Ooh.
Ellis is dead. She's been strangled, Sam. How
Oopsie.
the hell did we let that happen? I guess you tried. She had the same gold coin in her mouth. Looks like we've definitely got a serial killer now.
It's not my fault.
It's 11 o'clock. My good friend and co-host Alice Munro has died. Her life was ended a short while ago by, we think, the same person who murdered Dorota Shaw. I know that you are shocked and devastated and heartbroken by this news, as am I. There is nothing more I can say. I hope you will join me now in a minute's silence to remember Alice Munro.
Oops.
I have no more words.
I feel like I've taken the wrong choices. I don't know how this was supposed to pan out. Weird. And the strange thing is, there's a game after this, which is Poe and Monroe. Yet she's died in my game. Sorry. So I take it, thanks for playing, but you are hopeless as a detective. Next chapter.
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you. I don't know, Sam, I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you, it might be different. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Bring it on.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam?
Clearly.
Who should I arrest?
I wonder if it's him. Right. Here's my thinking. I'm thinking... Where's Violet? Violet, yeah. I'm thinking Violet, she's involved one way or the other. But is DuPont... Is he involved too? Is she the one driving it and he's doing the killings? Or is she doing the killings? Let's go Violet. But something's telling me him too. but I've got nothing more than that, whereas I know she was the last person to see the body.
Fine, are you sure? Fine, okay, I trust you, Sam. I just hope you know what you're doing. I'll get the paperwork drawn up, we'll get Violet in. See if we can't get a confession to something.
Everyone's gone.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. Light has faded.
This
And
game,
so has my
I wonder if this was with Boris
I
Johnson.
see things in shadows,
He's
behind doors and under desks.
saying
I hear
from
the
when it came to
chattering
COVID,
teeth,
remain
the glee of
vigilant.
insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
So that looked like everyone was missing from the hotel apart from Creepy Boy. This is the end, my only friend, the end. Is he gonna kill me here? Potentially.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive. Enjoy the journey, Sam. Don't think of things as ending. Something new is beginning. Violet's locked up. She's being charged for murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done. And spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you and, well, just, will you? Really? Oh, Sam, that's wonderful. Let's finish packing and we can leave this afternoon. Sam, thank you. We're going to change lives, believe me.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. Alexi hug. Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives. You too? I'm the happiest girl in the world. We have some catching up to do.
Sam, you're safe. Thank Christ. Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
Oh. Is it him?
Yeah, I know. There's been a lot of death going around. Look, however this pans out, I just wanted to say thank you. Chief DuPont was going to screw everything, but you kept it all together. The right was stopped. But there's tens, if not hundreds, going on all the time, so we got to keep going. I don't know if Bron asked in the end, but I hope you're coming with us. I really do.
Sam, you did good. I thought you would.
So was it violent?
A signed confession or anything yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done. I hear you're leaving town with the tarot readers. That's a real big shame. You were starting to fit in here. But good luck to you. You're doing what many of us have died trying. Leaving August.
Okay. Freaky eyeballs. Could it be him? And they've all tried to leave August, and he's killed them.
And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
Try to tell me something here.
You know why you're here, don't you? Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well? Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
Say what? Secret debriefing, yes, please.
Debriefing 3204, Birmingham. Transmit.
Birmingham.
And we're ready. Are you human?
I don't know.
Debrief complete. Agent ready. You can go.
What the fuck? What was that? Right, interesting. Okay, well, have you been watching along with us? Then thanks for watching. I'm a wee bit perplexed because we didn't actually find out. I mean, we accused somebody and they say, right, that's who done it, but I don't actually know if it was them that done it or not. So feel free to Google or whatever, but I think I'll be Googling, and I might even try a few different choices and see what the alternative endings may be. Yeah, there seem to be too many loose ends that were left unanswered. So I'm wondering, if you choose somebody else, do they just assume, oh right, well done, it was that person? I don't know. But anyway, it was interesting. 2.5 hours a way to, you know, kill some time doing something a bit different. So yeah, it's definitely worth trying out. Okay, so for anyone that watched, then much appreciated, and I'll be back again with another stream in the near future. Okay, so thanks for watching, folks.